Good evening, students. I welcome you for another important webinar on water. We have told you last time, student, water is a very important liquid. Water is a very good solvent. Water is, we are also present inside our body, student. And you have been told that all the cellular processes occur due to the water inside our body, students. And we have told you that transportation of substances in our body takes place by dissolving in water. Water is a very good solvent, and you know, most of the times at your homes also, students, you are using water and making drinks with the water. Student, you are drinking water, you are using water for making your drinks like tea, coffee, everything. So you have seen that water is very important and essential for us. Also, terrestrial animals require fresh water for transportation of minerals and for getting rid of waste from the body. So student, we have a lot of waste in our body that is excreted from the body through the water because they get dissolved in water and they pass out of the body. Therefore, we have told you water makes up to 60 to 75% of human body by weight. And a loss of 4% of the total body water leads to dehydration, students. And 15% of loss of water could mean death also. Therefore, we are aware that water is the most important part, student, and water is required, student, for the growth of the plants also. And there will not be plants if there is no water. But the problem, one of the main problem is, students, the contamination of the water, pollution of the water. So are you student aware of the pollution of the water? Because what you need is a student fresh and clean water. But do we have fresh or clean water, students? Or this water is getting contaminated? Tell me, what do you think? Do you have fresh water or we are contaminating and polluting the water? What is your answer, students? What do you think? That water is very essential. Water is important, student. We know what is the importance of water. In our last lecture, we have given you a complete answer to that. Now, you have seen that terrestrial animals require fresh water for the transportation of minerals and getting rid of the waste from their body, students. Now, the question is, do you think that this fresh water is being polluted, students, or is being contaminated by the activities of the man, student? Are we putting some toxic material into it, or some toxic substances are going into the water? What do you think? Yes or no? Are certain toxic substances getting mixed with water, student, because of our activities, because of our industries, because of our agriculture activities, or because of certain waste products which we are using, students, in farming, fertilizers, pesticides, or other chemicals? Are we contaminating the water? Yes or no? What do you think, students? What do your answer? Is there a pollution of water? Yes or no? Tell me. What do you think, students? So today we are going to talk about this, that there is water pollution, student. What I am talking of water pollution today. That the water, students, which supports the cellular structure and chemical reactions take place inside the water, student. Water dissolves large number of substances and adequate amount of water is necessary, student, for the biodiversity of our planet Earth, student. Wherever water is not available, the growth of the plant and the biodiversity will be very highly affected. We have seen that in the last lecture. Now the question is, student, first question is, what is water pollution? Can you answer this question, student? What is water pollution? We have told you last lectures Air pollution. Air pollution, we told you, is a killer student, is a killer. And you have seen our industries, our activities on earth student, burning of the fossil fuels and those petrols which we are using in our vehicles, thermal power plants which we are running students. The all these are polluting the atmosphere, the air by throwing carbon dioxide and other harmful gases like sulfur dioxide, oxides of the nitrogen. We also saw the acidic rain when we discuss the air pollution. Now the question is, what is water pollution? Can you tell me, students? What is your answer? What is water pollution?
So, water pollution is the contamination of oceans, seas, lakes, rivers, and groundwater.
Okay. All right. What you are saying, what we can say that we told you, students, that we need fresh, clean water, student. But what is happening? What is happening, students? If there is a change in quality of the water, if there is a change in quality of the water, I am saying, if the fresh and clean water, student, becomes polluted or the quality of the fresh water is not good, what will happen? This will harm the organism and water will become unfit, student, for human uses. Human uses, I am saying, what human uses are doing, student? We are drinking, we are making drinks of the water, we are taking a bath with the water, students, we are cleaning our clothes with the water, we are cleaning our houses also with the water. It will become dirty and contaminated, then what will happen? So the water will become unfit, student, for use. Why it is like this? What is the reason, student? Why will water become polluted? So water pollution means that there is a change in water quality which makes it unfit for human use or for any other organisms to use water. What is happening, students? That you are using large amounts of fertilizer, students, for your farming, student. Farmers, in our farming, students, what we are using in farming, tell me. Fertilizers, we are using fertilizers, student, we are using pesticides, and they dissolve in water. They dissolve in water. What will be the result of that? The water will contain, student, these chemicals and compound. So some percentage of this is washed into the water body, student. Then there is a sewage, student. You have seen there is a sewage system from our towns and cities. Sewage from your towns and cities, students. The garbage which you are throwing and the sewage, student. And also waste from factories. Waste, waste from factories, student. There is a waste from factories. There are waste from factory, students. They are all dumped into rivers and lakes. They are dumped into rivers and lakes, students. They are dumped into rivers and lakes. So students, specific industries also use water for cooling in various machines, and the result of that is they later return to hot water to water bodies. So the temperature of the water can also rise, student. There can be excessive heat, student, which can rise the temperature of the rivers and waters. And this will be also affecting the quality of the water. So water inside the deep reservoir would be colder than the water at the surface, student, which gets heated by the sun rays, which gets heated by the sun rays. Water at the surface gets the direct sun ray, it is hot, but water inside is cold, student. So this can affect life forms that are found in water bodies. The life forms exist in water bodies. Do the life forms exist in water bodies, student? Tell me, how much life is there inside the water? A lot of life is there in the water. Yes or no? Tell me what type of life exists in the water?
Oh,
What are the species which are living in water, students? What species are living in water, students? The aquatic species, animals, student. Your fish and other aquatic species are inside the water bodies. The temperature becomes very different, student, then their life will be also affected. And if pesticides, fertilizers, chemicals, they'll float inside the water, student, where these are living, again there will be serious problem. So whatever water is required, if that quality is changed, students, because of industries, because of our sewage system, because of the chemicals which you are using for farming, student, and waste from factory, student, then the life will become difficult and the water will become unfit, students, unfit water. And that is what we say, it is a serious case of pollution, student, water pollution. Just as air pollution, water pollution is also a killer, student. We cannot drink contaminated and toxic water. At times you have heard and you have found at your home, student, water is smelling something. Do you find a smell in the water many times? Tell me. Yes or no? Students, did you ever find dirty water in your homes coming sometimes?
yes, sir.
So what we do? Can we drink it? Can we wash our clothes? It smells so bad, student. When certain times there's a leakage of the sewage, student, that sewage can mix, sewage water can mix with this water and it will become contaminated. And certain nuclear waste, students, if they are being disposed, and you know man is disposing so much plastic material also in the water bodies. So what will happen? You have seen pictures where a lot of fish have died because of this plastic material, students, which is dumped into the seas. So contamination is, what are plastic? Plastics are polymer, student, they are also chemicals. So there's a contamination with chemicals. So what we are saying, agricultural activity, student, sediment eroded from lands, fertilizers and pesticides, bacteria from livestock and food processing waste. The food processing waste, student, which you throw in the garbages, and there is a bacteria in the livestock that also is entering into the water. There's an industry, there is a mining, when we are digging mines, students, to get metals from the earth crust. These waste materials will go inside the water and water will become polluted, student, polluted. Okay. Is it clear, students? Your farming, your fertilizers, your pesticide, your sewage system, student, leakage or breaking of the sewage system, waste from factories and other things, students, they are all ending up and making water contaminated with chemicals, making it unfit, student, and that is what we say is water pollution, students, water pollution. Okay, here is a small picture of water pollution which is done by the activities of the man. Who is doing it? Tell me, who is doing water pollution? Who is responsible for water pollution? Tell me, students, what is your answer?
The human beings.
Human beings. We are doing it. We are drinking the water. We are making the food in our water, and we are also simultaneously contaminating the water, because water is so important, so good for you that you pollute it. Same is the thing with the atmosphere. The atmosphere is very kind with us, very good with us. Oxygen is required for every moment. Every moment I am breathing, you are breathing. But what we are in reciprocating to the good things given by the God, student, atmosphere, water, we are contaminating them. And then the result is this will become harmful, this will become toxic, and you know that will spread large type of diseases, students, large type of disease. You are aware of cholera, break, and other diseases. Waterborne diseases, you are aware of, student. Bacteria, fungi, all this in water, what it will do? Pathogens in water. So you can see the pollution of water or air is very, very dangerous for the existence of human lives or animal life on the planet Earth. Even for plants, it is very, very dangerous. Students, therefore, what we are saying, runoff from agricultural operations, students. Agriculture is the biggest source of water pollution in my country. Agriculture, you are growing used to crops and their waste products, they go and get mixed up in the water. In these farms, we told you, you have fertilizers. You have fertilizers, students, which you are adding. Pesticides also you are adding, and they get dissolved in water. They will get dissolved in water, and that is what will cause water pollution. Water pollution. Runoff from non-point source pollution, student. There are other sources of pollutions also, which is industrial activities. You have industry, students, they are burning the fossil fuels. So fossil fuels, you are burning, student, fossil fuels. But you are burning fossil fuels, students, and other type of industrial activity. There are waste from industry, students. They have poisonous metals, student, poisonous metals, which could be mercury and other type of metal. You have heard about mercury is a poison. So they are also present, student. Metals like this, they get mixed up in water. Then there is a leakage from underground storage and piping. You have underground water pipeline, students. There could be leakage of that. It will break down, then mud and other things will go inside. These bacteria and all those pathogens, they can enter into the water. They get mixed up. The sewer system you have, student, there could be leakage. There is a leakage of this. Leakage of sewer system is very important. Sewage system, whatever sewage system you have, student, the pipes break, student, get busted. Vehicular emission, student, and then the rain is falling, and then what is happening? Then landfill leakage, student, hazardous waste, nuclear waste materials, student, nuclear waste materials. Man is going into the sea. Have you seen oil spillage? Oil spillage, student, in the sea? Tell me. And a lot of you have seen fish died, student. Whales, student, you have seen whales died because of this in some part of the country like Australia and Russia also, I think. So what has happened? Even recently, you know, a oil tanker busted into the sea, student, and a lot of oil was there in the sea. But it will cause, student, serious pollution, water pollution. You can see here is a picture, student, which we have shown to you. Can you see these waste? Did you see all this in your place, student? Did you see all these waste products mixing in water coming from different sources, sewage system, industries, waste, and other material? Do you see this? This is a picture, is a real picture taken, student, from the beaches. Have you seen such throwing of bottles and everything at the beaches collection, student? And what is the result of this water? Will it be pure water? Or it will be contaminated water, student? Tell me, what type of water is this? You have, student, contaminated or toxic water is there. Toxic water, yes or no? Tell me. So the water pollution, we are doing it. Industries are doing it. Certain natural processes are there, they may also be doing it. When acid rain falls, but who is responsible for all this? We are doing it, student. Our activities are contaminating, polluting the water, which we need so badly for our survival. All right. So we are aware of this now. Water pollution picture is there before us. The question is students, second question. First, we have defined. You people are so good actually. Keep on participating with me. Keep on participating with me. Keep on interacting with me. Keep on answering questions, students. This is the way to learn science. You are so much intelligent. Then why don't you come out and talk with me? Okay. Can you tell me, students, if water is polluted, what will be the harmful effects of the water pollution? Tell me, what do you know about that? Question, what are the harmful effects of water pollution, students? The question was asked in the paper to the student. What are the harmful effects of water pollution? Tell me, students. What are the harmful effects of water pollution, students? What is your answer? Anya, what do you think? If you are
Um,
drinking contaminated water, toxic water, what happens?
Sir, it will affect our body.
How it will affect your body? Which diseases are caused by it? We have read in Why Do We Fall Sick also in that waterborne diseases, waterborne disease. Students, what is present in the water now? Water has got virus, water has got bacteria, fungi, protozoa. You know virus, students, in water. Then you are saying bacteria is there in water. Can you tell me which disease is caused by the bacteria in water?
so typhoid,
Yes, in places
cholera.
okay, yes, in places you have seen in villages where you have very bad water, students, this is happening. Fungi, what disease can be caused by fungi, students? What is the disease which was caused by fungi in our chapter of Why Do We Fall Sick?
Hepatitis.
You have seen so much diseases being protozoa student. These are biopollutants of the water. Biological means bio means they are living species, student, living species. So biological pollutants of the water, they are called the biological pollutants of water. Human diseases, student, pathogens, virus, bacteria, fungi, protein, they are biological pollutants of the water. Right? Number 2 point. Removal of desirable substances from water bodies. There are certain desirable substances which are present in the water body, student. If they are removed, again there will be serious problem, student. And third, effects of thermal pollution, student, or change in temperature will cause destruction of useful microorganisms. You are aware of the moderate temperatures under which these microorganisms survive, student. Aquatic life survives in the sea. If temperatures will become too cold or too hot, student, and if too much heat will be there, then these will microorganisms will die. So these are the some of the causes and what type of diseases can be there. Effect of thermal pollution or change in temperature is very important, student. Aquatic organisms are used to certain range of temperature. Our bodies are also used to temperature very. Students, can you live minus 30 degree? Tell me. What will happen if I go to minus 30 degree, students? 0 degree, the ice starts formation. Water will be freezed. Freezed water. And inside my body also water. Everything is freezing. So students, how will we survive? So change in temperature is a serious factor, student. Aquatic organisms are used to certain range of temperature, and marked change in temperature would be dangerous, student, for them. And it also affects the breeding of the aquatic animals, students. Aquatic animals are breeding, newborn are there, student, then the breeding process will also be affected. Important point, destruction of useful microorganism. Useful microorganism, student, this is important. That microorganisms are useful also, students. When untreated industrial waste get mixed with water in lakes and rivers, what is coming from industry, student? Acids. alkalis, acids, alkalis, heavy metals, students, heavy metals. They are coming as industrial waste, student. Industrial waste, student. So what is the result of that? Industrial waste. So student, when untreated industrial waste gets mixed with water in lakes, this get mixed with water, mixed in water, student, in lakes and rivers. They will kill student the useful organism present in the water bodies. What they, what do you mean by useful? What are useful organisms, students, in water bodies? Can you tell me, student, what are useful organisms in water bodies? Okay, question. Important question, student. What is your answer? Do you think all the organisms are harmful? Or there are certain organisms which are present in the water and they are useful to us? Tell me. What is the use of them? What they are doing for us? Tell me. How these organisms are helping? What is your answer, students? Can you tell me, students, what is your answer? What?
Sir, they help in cleaning of water.
Very interesting. Yes, very interesting, students. See how good they are. Every living species is performing some function, students. We are not even aware of that. Now in science, we are learning all this. Sometimes we see some small insect, we kill it, but maybe it is working for something. It is helping to maintain the food chain, biocycle, and biodiversity is very essential for the life, student. If all these organisms will die, we will also die. So each one of them is performing some function, students. That's why they are on planet Earth. You know, earthworm is their student, which makes the land fertile. So what they are doing, cleansing agents, very important, student. Natural bio-cleansing agent. Bio means living, student, cleansing agents sent by the God. God has made them to clean the water. And they are going to clean the water. That organism is present. So water undergoes self-purification process. Example of self-purification of water, students. If man was, if supposing some place water is there, nobody is cleaning the water. I'm not putting any chlorination of water, what we do here, chlorination of water and other alums and all that to remove the impurities in water, purify the water. Here some natural process is happening. These organisms are there. They are purifying the water. Okay, that's a one very great thing, students. So we are calling them useful organisms in water bodies. And they will also die if the temperature becomes very large, student, or very low. And industries are throwing those chemicals, acids, alkalis, heavy metals. They will kill the useful organisms present in water bodies, as these microorganisms are natural cleansing agents of water. Self-purification is hindered and the quality of the water will become unfit for use. Clear? Then you
Yes,
need
sir.
good quality water, student. Quality of water, students, is important. We cannot use bad quality water. The quality of water is so important that a bottle of 1 liter bottle of water is being sold. Tell me, what is the cost of 1 liter bottle of water, student? 1 liter bottle of water when you are traveling. How much? 1 liter water only, which you will drink a glass of water. Then what is the cost of that, students? Tell me how much you are buying 1 liter bottle? 20 rupees. or more than that. Sometimes it's more than that.
So more than that.
More than that, 20, 50. Yeah. Sometimes as a students, they may be charging 100 rupees. So can see that that is the first time you realize, oh, water is so costly. He says it's a fresh and clean water, mineral water. So you can see that how much is the cost of water? More than the cost of a juice, student, more than the cost of a juice. So will you prefer juice or water at that point? People are still drinking water. So that because they say water is very essential, water is very important. But you see how much water we need: fresh water, we need clean water, we need good quality water, student. And the quality of water contaminated by throwing industrial waste, you have seen, by acids, by alkalis, and those starch batteries you are using, whatever plastics you have, you are throwing it in the garbage. Ultimately, where it will go? Where will you dump it? We can't burn the garbage. If I burn again, there will be air pollution. Tires and tubes and all those polymer substances, student, we are throwing it. So all this getting mixed up with water, students, and causing, even killing those microorganisms which are useful, and they are hindering the purification of the water. And when what will happen? Lot of organic waste will go inside the water. There will be rapid growth of the bacteria, students, and other pathogens in water. They will multiply. They'll multiply. You see, for everything there is something. There are bacteria who live on garbage, garbage, students, and they multiply. They are the disease causing bacteria. With increase in the amount of organic waste, the bacteria multiplied and use up the available oxygen. What will happen? The bacteria also needs oxygen. Bacteria needs oxygen, students, in water. In water, what will happen? If you have lakhs of millions of bacteria, what will they need? They will need oxygen to survive. They will take the oxygen from the water. There is a dissolved oxygen in the water, student. There is a dissolved oxygen in water. Tell me, is there dissolved oxygen in water? Yes or no? Okay, tell me. Is there an oxygen in water present? Yes or no? Present. So a very small traces of 8.5 parts per million, which means very small amount of oxygen is there. But what is the role of oxygen in water? Why? What is the function of oxygen in water? Tell me. Those aquatic species, they need water, and they don't need as much water, as much oxygen as we want. So aquatic species need oxygen, student, which is dissolved in water. Their intake of oxygen is very small. But if that oxygen is not there, what will happen, student? They will start dying. And who will take the oxygen? Bacteria. So animal organic waste, lot of organic waste is there. So large number of bacteria will be born and they will take the oxygen. There will be deficiency of oxygen for the aquatic species and they will start dying, student. They will start dying. So biological oxygen demand is there. Biological oxygen demand, student, for life. Oxygen for life is biological demand. Biological demand, student, of oxygen, ठीक है, which is called, represented by BOD, biological oxygen demand, student. There is a biological oxygen demand. It indicates the quality of the wastewater. If there is a wastewater, student, polluted water you are saying, then there is a, it refers to amount of dissolved oxygen needed by bacteria in decomposing organic waste material. The bacteria, student, decomposes waste material in water. And for this process it needs oxygen, which it takes from the oxygen which is dissolved in water. What you are saying? This is my water tank, water river, student, lake, or anything. Inside this, inside this you have what? Dissolved oxygen. Inside this, students. Okay, you have is dissolved oxygen gas is red one O2 gas, student, and there are bacteria. Now bacteria comes. Bacteria, student. What the bacteria will do? Bacteria. This is my bacteria, student, inside the water. If the bacteria starts growing, what will happen? Bacteria. This is my bacteria. Bacteria decomposes, student. What it decomposes? Waste material. But it needs oxygen for that purpose. So more bacteria will mean more oxygen it will use, more oxygen it will use. And if it uses large amount of oxygen, then oxygen will become less for the aquatic species because bacteria is using the oxygen. So the biological oxygen demand of the bacteria is called BOD. Biological oxygen demand, student. Amount of dissolved oxygen needed by bacteria in decomposing organic waste material. So if all the oxygen will be used by the bacteria, student, what will happen to the aquatic species? Aquatic species will start dying. They will start dying, students. Is it clear? Tell me. Got it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
What is that called? Biological oxygen demand. So when we throw lost organic waste materials into the water, that water is polluted, that water is contaminated, and more oxygen will be used by the bacteria to clean that waste. The result of that will be biological oxygen demand will become how much BOD is there, that will decide the quality of the wastewater. If it goes beyond a limit, then it is unsafe for the living species. So they calculate the BOD values, biological oxygen demand of the wastewater. BOD, students. From that we can tell you that how much polluted is the water, how bad is the water, how much dissolved material is there in the water. So this is a very important point. So the important points is that the what we said, there is a life form in water. And this needs oxygen to survive in water, student, to survive in water. What we are doing, student? Man Man is doing what, students? Man is doing water pollution. Oh, man is doing, student, the activities of the man, I'm saying. Activities of man is causing water pollution, student, water pollution. Okay? What man is doing? He is adding addition of undesirable substances to water bodies. So what are those substances, students? Can you name the undesirable substances which man is disposing of in the water? Student, name them. Tell me the names of that. Fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks question. Addition of undesirable substances to water bodies. Which are those undesirable substances, students? Tell me. Which are those undesirable waste materials? Fertilizers, pesticides. Where you are using these pesticides and fertilizers, students? Tell me. Who is using them? Who uses fertilizers and pesticides in your country, students?
Sir, farmers.
Farmers. Farming. In farming, they are using. And they will be getting dissolved in water and then go and mix with the water bodies. There are some mercury salts, students, very poisonous. They also get dissolved in water. So they could also be disease causing organisms like bacteria and cholera. So they are disease causing microorganisms. This is like bacteria, student. Bacteria causes cholera. So there is a bacteria which causes cholera, you know, students. Second point is that there could be un removal of desirable substances from water. Desirable substances from water. Can you tell me, student, which desirable substance is being removed from water? What are the desirable substances in water which are required by the aquatic life, students? Tell me, name the desirable substances which are present in the water which are used by the aquatic species. Tell me. There are plants also in water, you know, under the sea. You have sea animals and you have plants also, student, in the water. There are sea animals and plants live in water. You have seen pictures of deep depth water sea, students. There are plants and animals. What they need? They need oxygen. Then they also need, student, dissolved oxygen is there. Dissolved oxygen is there. There are nutrients, students, which are inside the water, which they need for living. These two things will be affected, student. If these are removed, this is removed, what will happen? They won't survive. If there is a deficiency of these things in the water body, student, deficiency or depletion of these, I'm saying depletion or deficiency of these nutrients and oxygen, what will happen? They will start dying, student. They will start dying. What is the third factor? Tell me, third important factor which I told you. Third important factor which affects the quality of the water, student, in water bodies. 30 seconds to answer the question. Tell me. What is the third important factor which is responsible for making water unfit for the species living in water? Tell me. What factor I told you? Anya, what other factor is there? Temperature. We told you change in temperature, students. So if there is a sudden change in temperature, Organisms are used to certain range of temperature, students. ठीक है? In the water body. The aquatic organisms, students, they are used to a range of temperature in which they can survive. If there is a sudden rise or sudden decrease in temperature, student, what will happen? Sudden marked change in temperature, student. There is a sudden marked change in temperature. What will happen, student? Will they survive or they will die? Tell me what will happen. What is your answer, students? They won't survive, student, because you know their eggs. The main thing is the breeding is highly affected by this. Breeding, student. Breeding, they give eggs, student, for breeding. They have eggs and the larva of various animals are very sensitive to temperature change. The eggs and larva of animals, student, are sensitive to change in temperature and they will die. They will die, students. So therefore, students, we can say that the addition of undesirable substances, removal of desirable substances, and the sudden changes in temperature are the causes of the water pollution. Tell me, do you understand what I said? Tell me, you know what I have said, students?
Yes.
Undesirable substances added by the man industries and removal of these desirable substances, and third, changes in temperature by heating. A lot of industries are putting a lot of hot water bodies are there, student, hot waters. So these species have a range of temperature in which they can survive. Therefore, these are the causes of the water pollution, students. There are questions on the board which are homework for you. Homework for you. Why do organisms need water, student? What is the major source of fresh water in cities? Do you know of any activity which may be polluting this water source, students? So these are the questions to be answered by the students, which will be discussed in the next class, students. So I hope you now by understand what is pollution of water, student. We have earlier told you air pollution is a killer, and now we are saying water pollution is also a killer. We told you air pollution is caused by the human activities because the air which is gifted by the God is very pure. We are polluting it. Same is the story here. Water is required for our life. Water is a liquid of our life. Without water, we cannot live for more than 3 days. Without oxygen, you cannot live for more than few minutes. You will die if oxygen doesn't go in the body. And you can live without food for 1 month, student. See, but the problem is man activities are polluting air and polluting water. We have studied what is air pollution, what is water pollution, what are the causes of air pollution, what is the cause of water pollution, and what are the consequences of these pollution, students. They will cause serious diseases and will affect the human life very badly on planet Earth. I hope you have liked and enjoyed the lecture, student. How do you find the lecture, students?
Good, sir.
Tell me. Did you like the lecture?
Yes, sir.
You understood so clearly everything and participated in. I thank you so much for participating in these live webinars. And you are learning a lot of science and a lot of facts which we were not aware. Okay, then we see you in our next lecture, student. Bye bye. Then I'll meet you in my next class. Take care and have a nice day. Okay. See you in next class.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye, students.